There are few states as abundant and stunning as Washington. Although there's no official top 10 list for national parks, Mount Rainier, the Olympic Peninsula, and North Cascades all rank pretty high among our 63 national parks. And with this 10-day RV itinerary, you can visit all three, plus Seattle, and never drive more than 3.5 hours between campsites.
Isn't that great?
Just a little paradise.
I know.
Wow.
This is part of our 10-day trip itinerary series, with our previous one including the Tetons, Yellowstone, and Glacier. We asked for your feedback, and if it received 10,000 likes, we'd do another one. So upon request, here you go. We've arranged your trip starting south at Mount Rainier and working your way north. Mount Rainier can easily be done in a day if you start early. From there, we'll head to Soul Duck Campground in the Olympic Peninsula, with a stop in Seattle along the way, to hit hot spots like Pike's Place in the city, Ballard Locks for a fascinating education on the salmon run, or Gig Harbor positioned on the water, making for a perfect afternoon by boat or foot. And hopefully, you'll even spot a troll or two before you leave.
It's an actual VW, and it's in the hands of the troll, and we're under the bridge.
After spending a couple nights in Olympic, seeing the rainforest and the coast, we'll save time by taking a ferry at Port Townsend to Fort Casey and spend one night at Deception Pass State Park before making our way to the jagged peaks and glacier blue water of North Cascades. This itinerary is designed for an unforgettable 10-day RV trip, hitting all the highlights for a first trip. Of course, if you have more time or when you want to go back, you can easily stay longer at each national park or take side trips, which will be mentioned along the way. So sit back, relax, and let us take care of the planning to help you create your next epic RV trip for when you visit Washington State. Days 1 through 3 at Mount Rainier. Mount Rainier was the fourth national park to be established in the park system on March 2nd, 1899, just after Yosemite, Sequoia, and Yellowstone. It's an easy park to access, located just 2 hours from Seattle and 3 hours from Portland. Like most national parks, it's massive, with 4 park entrances and 147 miles of road. But to keep things simple, let's just focus on the more popular Rainier destination, Paradise. Paradise is likely what you have in mind when you think of Mount Rainier, and you'll feel satisfied checking it off your national park passport, even if you have just a day to visit. To visit Paradise, you'll enter the park through the Nisqually entrance, which is year-round except in extreme weather. Once you enter the park, be prepared for stunning views all the way to Paradise Meadows at the top. About 9 miles up the road, you'll reach Cougar Rock Campground, where we stayed, dry camping only, and some sections have generator hours. This campground can accommodate rigs up to 35 feet, but we had a hard time finding a level site at 30 feet. So consider that there are private campgrounds just outside the park entrance to choose from too.
We fit in the site though, right?
For a total of 18 miles from the park entrance, you'll reach the top to Paradise Inn, which is a historic lodge to find food, shopping, and the trailhead to the popular Skyline Trail.
Oh, see, we should have gone counterclockwise. That's okay though.
This is a great 5.5-mile loop giving you stunning views of Mount Rainier, waterfalls, and wildlife, starting at the engraved steps quoting John Muir. Seriously, Mount Rainier is one of our favorite national parks because of the grand views and how quickly you can get your arms around it. And when you're ready to pack up, your next destination is only 2 hours away.
Carson, Ryan, how about you?
Caleb.
Caleb, nice to meet you.
Seattle is a fun stop for RVers looking for a mix of city vibes and outdoor beauty. Spend the day checking out the iconic Space Needle, grab a fresh coffee at the first Starbucks, then a snack at Pike Place Market, and maybe even hop on a ferry for awesome views of the Puget Sound. And let's not forget, the seafood here is so good, you'll be wishing you could pack it in your fridge for later. Just outside of Seattle, the Ballard Locks offer a cool spot where you can watch boats pass through while seeing salmon swim upstream during their seasonal run. It's a unique mix of engineering and nature, connecting the fresh water of Lake Union to the salt water of Puget Sound, making it a captivating spot to watch wildlife and boats navigate the two environments. Days 4 through 6 at Olympic Peninsula, as Seattle was optional. Olympic Peninsula National Park is an RVer's dream playground. You've got rainforests, rugged coastlines, epic mountain views, all in one spot, albeit a very large spot. Really, you'll have to plan ahead to figure out which way you want to go each day and definitely be thinking about packing snacks. Then go hiking through the lush trails of the Hall of Mosses. It's called like the Hall of Mosses or something.
No, that's not how you pronounce it. It's the Hall of Moss.
Actually, it's pronounced
The Hall of Moss.
Okay, now that we've done that.
Walk down to the multiple beaches. We chose beach number 3. Or just kick back at your campsite at Soul Duck Campground and soak in the peaceful vibes, which just might lead you to contemplate Team Jacob or Edward. We mentioned that Olympic Peninsula is big, and for our first visit, we elected to stay at Soul Duck, which positioned us right next to the rainforest, one of the things we really wanted to see. But if you can live without cell phone service for a bit longer, there is plenty more to explore. Hurricane Ridge is where we'll focus our next visit, best known for scenic drives, wildlife viewing, biking, and hiking. For a moderate hike, check out Hurricane Hill Trail, which is a loop at about 3.2 miles. If you're really able to allocate time to Olympic, and you're okay with a 2.5-hour drive, you can head up north to Nia Bay and catch the views at Cape Flattery. Now it's time to drive 2 hours from Soul Duck to Port Townsend to catch the ferry to Coupeville and save yourself the chaos of taking your rig through Seattle traffic. Not only is this a faster route, but it takes you directly through Deception Pass State Park, which is day 7 on your itinerary. This is a quick one-night stay to soak up the last of the Puget Sound and the beautiful Washington coast before you head into the jagged peaks of North Cascades National Park. We mentioned side trips. Should you have more than 10 days, Port Townsend is a great place to ferry to Vancouver Island. If you haven't been and you packed your passport, it's definitely worth putting on your RV bucket list. Bouchard Gardens is every bit as good as its reputation, and the capital city of Victoria is filled with history, great food, and plenty to see. Now, if you have a little more time to spend on the island, just 4 hours away, you can drive to Tofino. Located on the rugged coast of Vancouver Island, it is a haven for nature lovers and adventure seekers. Known for its stunning beaches, dramatic coastal views, and lush, temperate rainforests, it's the perfect destination for surfing, hiking, whale watching, and so much more. Tofino's laid-back vibe makes it a popular spot to disconnect with a unique blend of tranquility and adventure. That's why it's one of Canada's most beloved coastal towns. North Cascades. If you're looking for a hidden gem, North Cascades National Park is it. With its dramatic mountain peaks and over 300 glaciers, it's one of the most stunning yet least visited national parks in the U.S. While parks like Yellowstone are packed with visitors, North Cascades gives you a chance to explore pristine wilderness in peaceful solitude. The drives through the park are breathtaking and offer several places to stop with your truck and take in the overlooks. But to really dive in, you'll want to take a hike to be surrounded by the raw beauty of nature and certainly the wildlife. When it's time to set up camp and sit by a fire, New Halem Creek Campground is a great place to do it. It's inside the national park, big rig friendly, and to top it off, there's cell phone coverage. With little light pollution, the night skies are crystal clear, perfect for winding down and enjoying the company you're with.
But it's important to mention that this is one of the best places in Washington to see the stars.
Yes, and it's like a hiker's delight.
If you're visiting in late fall, don't miss the Seattle Lights exhibit. It's an interesting display that adds a unique urban twist in the middle of this pristine, beautiful park. So if you're planning your next stop, North Cascades should be at the top of your list. It's one of those places that feels untouched, truly wild, and gives you the ultimate RV escape. Speaking of escapes, we'll be making our great escape next Sunday as we beeline it from Washington back to Arizona to share with you an extended Between the Episodes episode. And based on your feedback, these videos are among the most popular.
I think this Loves experience is going to be some of our best camping we've ever done. I think after we're done with this Loves experience, we're going to be looking for truck stops everywhere.
Nowhere.
The sunset?
Once we get back to Flagstaff, we need to prepare the rig for storage and pack for our next series. And if you want a sneak peek of what's going on, you can follow Where's Trish Cooking on Instagram.
Spacious!
More than we thought.
I thought the front door was going to open into the bed.
I gave Trish one last hug and I said she's gonna do great. I said I guess I should go now. She says yeah, I guess I should make friends and things. So she's in there making friends.
Thanks for tuning in each week. We really enjoy meeting you here every Sunday, creating videos that are helpful, relaxing, or just a moment to smile together.
That right there is something magical. I am Level Mate Pro.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Too far.
On that note, we'll look forward to seeing you next week right here.
This is not a great way to start out with 0% battery.
Yes, things took a turn.
Hey, I like it. We started this season with date night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we're ending the season at date night.
How about that? How about that?